Imagine a place where time has stopped. A place where the modern world does not exist. No cities, no machines, no written language, no laws except survival. Hidden in the Bay of Bengal, surrounded by deadly coral reefs, lies an island that refuses to join human history. For over 60,000 years, its people have lived exactly as their ancestors did, hunting, gathering, and defending their land with bows and spears. Every ship, every aircraft, every human who comes too close is met with the same message. The appearance of the Sentinelese has remained nearly unchanged for centuries. During rare observations in the 1970s and 1980s, led by anthropologist T.N. Pandit, and through distant images taken by the Indian Coast Guard, the Sentinelese were described as athletic, strong, and healthy. They have dark skin, short curly hair, and powerful physiques. It is a living example of how humans survived during the Stone Age, in conditions that have remained almost unchanged since the Paleolithic era. The Sentinelese wear almost no clothing. Men usually wear only a wide belt made from tree bark. This belt is not just decoration, it is functional, used to hold tools such as knives or small weapons. Women decorate themselves with fiber strings wrapped around the waist, neck, and head. Sometimes, leaves are used to create temporary coverings, but clothing as we know it does not exist in their culture. Archaeologists cannot conduct excavations due to strict protection laws and the tribe's hostility to outsiders. However, genetic studies and anthropological models strongly suggest that the Sentinelese are direct descendants of the first modern humans who left Africa. They do not practice agriculture. They do not raise animals. Their survival depends entirely on their deep understanding of the island's ecosystem. They hunt, fish, and gather exactly what they need, nothing more. The Sentinelese are often called a Stone Age tribe, but this is only partly true. They do not practice metallurgy in the traditional sense, but they reuse metal. When ships are wrecked on nearby reefs, the Sentinelese collect iron fragments. Using a method known as cold hammering, they shape the metal by striking it against stones. From this iron, they create arrowheads, knives, and cutting tools. One of their main sources of land-based protein is the Andaman wild boar. This animal is powerful and dangerous, and hunting it requires teamwork and precision. The Sentinelese use tracking and ambush tactics. They follow fresh footprints, disturb soil, and animal droppings through dense forest paths known only to them. Groups of hunters armed with bows, arrows, and spears surround the animal and strike from close range. The genetic gap between the Sentinelese and other Andaman tribes, such as the Onge and Jarawa, is so large that their languages are completely unintelligible to one another. This suggests that the Sentinelese may have been isolated even from their closest neighbors for thousands of years. Their language remains one of the most mysterious on Earth. Threats on North Sentinel Island come from both nature and humans. The most dangerous natural predator is the saltwater crocodile, the largest living reptile on the planet. These crocodiles live in mangroves and shallow waters and are capable of attacking humans. In 2004, after a massive tsunami struck the region, an Indian helicopter flew over the island to assess damage. A single Sentinelese warrior stepped onto the beach and aimed his bow directly at the helicopter. The message was clear. They did not want help. They were still in control of their land. The Sentinelese are not fighting nature. They are fighting curiosity, intrusion, and modern human ambition. They are a living reminder of where humanity came from, and a warning about the cost of ignoring the right to remain untouched. North Sentinel Island is not a mystery to be solved. It is a boundary to be respected.